Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. You catch me as I'm driving on holiday. How weird. This is quite surreal to me because this has been organised for quite a long time. Anyway, I don't know where to begin. I've just stopped at Asda because I have got some snacks for the hotel room tonight. Some strawberries and blueberries because being healthy. And I got some more sun cream because it'll be more expensive at the airport. But let me get going and then I'll speak to you. So, I think it was in February that I booked this trip. I love New York. So I've been to New York 3 times, always with other people, and I have always dreamt about in another world, in another life, you know, if I didn't have Ava or whatever, or any responsibilities, I'd move to New York, not permanently, but just for a little bit, just to see what life would be like, because I love London, and from visiting New York, I really love it, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to try living in New York. I can't do that because I've got a dog. Who I love very much, and I suppose I could move her abroad, but also I love my family and friends. And anyway, regardless, that's not the point. In February, in the throes of the breakup, I was like, I want to do something for me. I need something to look forward to, and I want to do some solo travel. I've never traveled abroad by myself, and that for me is a huge test. And I'm like, I want to do it. I'm also terrified by it. So let's do it. So I went online, I booked my flights to New York, and as I was booking my flights, the website said, do you want to add a hotel? And I thought, actually, yeah, I do. So I booked a hotel. Let me open this Pepsi Max. I'm gasping. It's so hot at the minute. It's 33 degrees and it's 7:30 at night. So I booked my flights and booked a hotel, and I was like, great. Oh, it's in July. It's ages away. Flash forward to now, and it's here. It's literally time for this holiday. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel so much better about the breakup right now. I also feel like, do I need to do solo travel? Don't think so. And it's come at a really busy time. Summer is like one of the busiest times. Not quite as busy as Christmas, but still one of the busiest times in my line of work. Last week alone, I think I got about 17 invites to different events, and I had to pick and choose the ones that I wanted to go to most. This week is kind of the same. I've had to turn down a lot. I've had to turn down such a big opportunity, but I didn't want to just not go to New York because, guys, I'm treating myself. I'm flying out business class, bougie, and I'm flying back first class, which is even more bougie than business class. So I know, who am I? Whatever. It's a treat from me to me. This is my holiday, my time to shine, my time to relax. And I was just like, you know what, when else in my life will I get to do something like this? Because, you know, I don't intend on staying single forever, although maybe I should. Life is a bit simpler. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, no guilt. I feel guilty even talking about it, because I'm like, I know I am very privileged to be able to afford to do this. Not just money, although mainly, but time. You know, the fact that my parents can look after Ava, no problem. Like, I'm very, very blessed, very, very lucky that I can do this. And I'm going to take you along for the ride. So guys, some of you type A people will be incredibly stressed to realize that I have not booked a single restaurant, a single show, a single tourist excursion. I have booked nothing, and that's exactly how I like to travel. I don't want to make my mind up about anything. I just want to turn up and go, what do I want to do today? I know some of you will be like, oh, but what about reservations? I don't care. If there's no reservations available, I won't go. This trip isn't about doing touristy stuff. As I said, I've been to New York 3 times already. I've done all the touristy stuff and I loved it. And I might do some of it again. However, I don't need to see Top of the Rock. I don't need to see Statue of Liberty. I don't need to go to Wall Street. I don't need to see Ground Zero. I don't need to do anything unless I want to do it. This trip for me is about pretending I live in New York. I want to get up, grab a coffee, go to the gym, eat healthy. My goal is to lose weight when I'm in. I'm preparing for a photo shoot in September, so I do need to lose some fat constantly. So I've got no time to treat myself, although I'm pretty sure I will save some calories for a little cookie here and there or a slice of pizza here and there. But on the whole, I want to eat healthy. I want to be going to the gym. I do want to see a few Broadway shows. I want to see Oh Mary with Meg Stalter in it. I would like to see Schmigadoon, and if it's still on, I'd like to see Death Becomes Her. Again, haven't booked. I've got a list of restaurants that kindly some of you guys gave me. Restaurants, bars, bookstores, and some of my friends have given me as well. So I'm just looking forward to into it. I also just want to go to Soho House, go on the rooftop and lay by the pool all day and read. Cannot wait for that. But it should be a really fun couple of vlogs for you guys. This one's going to be a travel day vlog, and then I will do an entire New York vlog. We'll see what I get up to, guys. Part of this as well is that I struggle to make decisions. I always defer to whoever I'm with and I say, oh, what do you want to do? And that's because I'm a Libra. But it's also because I just want the other person to be happy, no matter who they are. In my mind, it's like, oh, I'd rather you were happy with what we were doing than me get my way, and then the whole time I won't enjoy it because I'll be thinking, are they having fun? So it's actually quite selfish. I'm like, you choose, so then I can relax and go, oh, you chose this. But this is going to force me to make decisions on my own. I also want to be able to go and sit in a restaurant and eat by myself. I've eaten in places like Nando's, which is sort of like semi-casual dining. Like, you get your menu, you sit down, and then you go up and order, and then they bring you the food. So it's like kind of like a restaurant, but it's nowhere near fancy. So I want to go to like a more fancy restaurant by myself. I want to go to a bar at least once by myself and sit in that bar, and it will feel excruciating, I know, and I will feel like a sad old man. Because I'll be honest, guys, I know I've spoken to other people and they're like, it's not sad. In New York especially, people do it all the time. In my mind, I just think it's sad when someone's in a bar by themselves. I go, loser. And I know that's not true, and I need to get out of that, because what do I gain from thinking that that's embarrassing? Nothing. I need to snap out of that. And if I am going to be single for a long time, I want to be able to do these things by myself. Go to a restaurant by myself, go to a bar by myself. They're the only two things, really. I could go to the cinema by myself, I can go to the theatre by myself, I can do anything by myself. It's just eating or drinking alone. Thought of it makes my bumhole go like this. So it's going to be a challenge. So come along with me. I'm going to vlog this entire travel day. I am headed to my hotel now. I've got one night in the hotel, and then my flight is at 10:15 tomorrow morning. The holiday starts now. Right, just like that, I have arrived. I haven't done my hair today, guys. Please don't judge it. I look like a computer teacher or something ridiculous. Anyway, this is what I've got, my 2 bags to New York. I could have all got it in one bag, but I decided to bring this as well. Technically in business, you can have this backpack, this, and 2 of these. And then when I return in first class, you can have 3 of these. But anyway, I didn't need this, but I thought in case I buy stuff in New York, I better take another one with me. And worst case scenario, I can always buy a suitcase. But I'm not anticipating to buy anything in New York. I probably will, but I'm not planning on it. I always stay at this hotel when I come to Heathrow, and I freaking love it. Right, I've just checked in. It's a bit dated, isn't it? But I like it because I've started to come here most times when I come to Heathrow. I can see my car out here in the car park, but it now feels like home. Like I've now been here enough times that this now makes me feel like holiday. And also I'm a creature of habit. So hence the issue of, you know, booking this holiday and going to push myself out of my comfort zone. Because once I've done something once, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that again, because I know what to expect. So this hotel feels like a second home to me. Well, not quite, that's a bit dramatic, but anyway, it is 9 o'clock. So I think I'm just gonna get my PJs on, do some skincare, eat my fruit, and sit in bed. Although when I checked in, because I'm a Radisson Rewards member, they gave me a free drink in the bar. You can get beer, wine, soft drink. I'm like, do I go and get it? I don't know. Good morning, guys. So I did go down. I did go down for my free drink. I think I had a free glass of Prosecco, and it was awkward, guys, because the football was on, everyone was looking at the TV screens, and the only seat available was under the TV screen. So I felt very watched, and I wasn't interested in the football in the slightest. Can't stand the World Cup, no interest. But I was like, no, the purpose of this is for me to sit here and be okay, sitting on my own. And I was like, of course, my first, task, before I've even landed in New York, to do this at the airport hotel, of course, I'm sat underneath the TV screen. And of course, everyone is like looking this way. They're looking at the screen, but it feels like they're looking at me. But I stayed down there for 15 minutes, came back up, had a lovely evening, did all my skincare, ate my berries. And I woke up so many times in the night. I woke up at midnight, at 3 a.m, 5 a.m, and then 6 a.m. My alarm was set for 6:30, but I just got up early and I've been pottering around. My suitcases are all packed, ready to go. Let's go to the airport. Bye, car. See you when I get back. Here we go. That's mine. Here we go. And there's even a pride flag on the ceiling. Woohoo! That's just for me. That was really easy. That is, I didn't think it through fully though. It was only a 10-minute taxi. But normally when I stay there, I'm flying from terminals 3 or 4, and I'm in terminal 5, which is a bit further away. But it's fine. We're here now. This terminal is absolutely ginormous. It's all British Airways. I believe Club World is down this end. Got all my bags. That took a while. They've still got all of the 4th of July celebration decorations up. How fun. I can't believe I'm here, guys. So this is where I'm staying. The Hyatt, right next to Grand Central Station. Tourist Central. Right guys, I've arrived in my room. Would you like a room tour? Okay, so this is the front door, a little foyer, some storage. There's a cupboard, or what we call a closet, because we're in America. A mirror to check your appearance on the way out. Come in, stunning. Beige and brown, my favorite colors. Yeah, it's a very basic room, but I'm pleased with it. It's a very large room, to be fair. Massive king-size bed, which is stunning. Not much of a view. I've heard on the grapevine that if you see the sky from your hotel room, then you've done all right. No one expects much of a view from their New York hotel. That door's locked. And then bathroom in here, which is a decent size. So I'm very pleased with this, actually. I am a hotel snob, but I'm also on a budget. Do you know what I mean? He says that. I know you probably think that's ridiculous because I've just flown business class, but I got a good package deal where I've got business class flight out, first class return home, and a week's stay in this hotel. And it's all done in a package. She told me on check-in that I get $15 credit for use every day, which I know doesn't go very far, but it might get me a coffee and a bagel every morning, or I can put it towards a full-blown breakfast, but I don't really eat breakfast. The only downside is, guys, that there's no tea or coffee making facilities in the room, which I've checked every drawer, and I'm like, isn't that standard in most hotel rooms? I cannot believe I'm here, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed, and I'm trying not to teeter over the edge into, oh my gosh, what have I done? Why am I here for a week? What am I gonna do? So I think first port of call, I'm gonna unpack my case just so this feels a bit more at home. It's not even 3 p.m, it's 2:30. So I think after that, I will just head out and just get my bearings, because last time I was here was nearly 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, which is mental because I feel like I've only just been here, but I haven't. So I'm just gonna get my bearings, maybe grab a little snack. But I've booked myself in for dinner at Soho House tonight at 6:30 because I'm familiar with Soho House, been to this one a few times. All the Soho houses around the world feel very similar menus as well. So I'm just like, that feels like a nice way to ease myself into solo dining. Done it before. So, well, I've been there before. I haven't ever eaten there alone before. But let's get sorted. Well guys, I've already been to Walgreens, no, CVS, and I've bought a bunch of waters and loads of cans of Pepsi Zero just to tide me over for my visit. I have just been to the local gym, Crunch Fitness, and asked about if they do a week's pass. It was a bit like rude, but I'm like, that's New Yorkers, isn't it? So I was like, do you do a week's pass? He's like, no. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm on vacation, and he was like, okay. And I was like, do you do day passes? He was like, yep. I was like, how much are they? He was like, $35. And I was like, okay, do I buy them now or shall I buy them on the day? He was like, buy them on the day. I was like, okay, thank you for your help. But anyway, at least I know there's a gym nearby and that I can use that. But yeah, there's a bit of chaos on the street that I'm on. Ooh, nearly got run over. 42nd Street. The road is shut and everyone was like gathering and pointing. I was like, oh, are they filming something? So I Googled it. One of the buildings is like crumbling, bricks are falling off of it. They're worried it's gonna collapse. And that is just next to where my hotel is. So drama, drama, drama. Anyway, I'm just gonna go for a walk now, get my bearings, and try and remember where I am. That looks cool. Smith and Walensky. What is that? It looks like a steak grill. Look at those rooftops up there. That is so New York. Right guys, I just filmed this Instagram story. Right guys, I've arrived in New York. I've been out, I've gotten some supplies. I have had a little explore. I'm now showered and I'm getting ready to go out for dinner. I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna go into a bar before dinner. It's my challenge to myself because that scares me. Every time I see someone on their own in a bar, I think, loser. And then I realize that's a me problem. That's not a them problem. Good on them for being brave. So I need to, you know, get out of that mindset. And the only way to do it is to do it myself. Right, dreading it. It's time. It's my first evening. It was so tempting, guys, just to go and get some food and sit in my hotel room for the first night, which, to be honest, I am tired. So I was like, oh, maybe I should. I was like, no, we're going out. So I'm going to my reservation, which is at 6:30. But on the way, the challenge is to stop at a bar. I'm gonna stop at a bar. I'm gonna go to the bar, sit down, and order a drink and have a drink. It could be 10 minutes. It could be an hour. Who knows? I need to do it. Wish me luck. Am I gonna do it? Yes. It is raining. Well, it has been raining. It's spitting a little bit, but I'm not gonna let that dampen my spirits. Pun intended. I've just come out of dinner. I couldn't film any of that because it was inside Soho House, which is just here. You're not allowed to film or take photos. I had lovely hamachi crudo to start, a chopped salad for my main, and I had 3 cocktails. So now I'm feeling a little bit more brave. The waiter was talking to me. I asked him for his advice on a bar I should go to now. I want to go to a gay bar, but something not too crazy, something where I could just sit at the bar and it wouldn't be weird. So he's recommended some places in Hell's Kitchen, so I'm waiting for a taxi to take me there, and we'll see if I'm brave enough to go in. I don't know if I explained to you, but there's certain things I want to do this trip, like eat by myself in a restaurant, which this was like my first step to doing that. Go to a gay bar and sit by the bar by myself. That is another thing. I've just got some other things I just need to tick off, so I'm not letting myself go home now until I've done that, because all I want to do now is go back to my hotel room, especially because I'm jet lagged and I'm really tired and would like to go to bed. All my family and friends are in bed. What time is it? So it's like midnight back at home in the UK. I like to go to bed at 10 o'clock, so I'm very tired. But I'm not going until I've gone to a bar, at least for 30 minutes. That's it. But we'll see. This is cool. I want to go in that. That's amazing. So I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger here, guys. I had a brilliant evening, but I will debrief with you in the morning. I'm filming this all out of order. I know you're thinking right now, but Joel, you're back in England. Yes, but this is the wonder of YouTube. I do a debrief the next morning on what that evening was like. So if you want to see how that went, then come back on Thursday. Guys, I'm going up to 2 videos a week. I hope you're as excited as I am. Sorry, I had to get the excitement out of my body there. Sorry you had to witness that. But yeah, as you know, I've been posting every Sunday, or I hope you know. And I used to be posting every Thursday and Sunday, but I went down to 1 a week. But guys, there's so much going on in my life at the minute that I'm really enjoying vlogging, and I just want to vlog it all. So we're going up to 2 videos a week. Don't know how long that's going to last, but yeah. Also, if you want some members only videos, so bonus videos from me, they're all ad free, then consider becoming a VIP member. Click join next to subscribe and you can see the options there. And yeah, VIP members get bonus members only ad free videos. You get access to the entire back catalogue. So there's loads for you to watch. It's actually great value for money, I would say. Anyway, come back Thursday for the rest of this vlog, and I will see you soon. Bye.